In this video I'm going to go over how to use the graphing. To get to the graphing window, go to Logging and hit Graphing. It'll pull up a blank graphing window. To add a graph to the window, right click and hit Add New Graph. This will add the default graph to the screen. You can see it's RPM, load, math value, and ECT. If you'd like to change any of these items, right click on the graph and go to Define Graph Template. This will bring up the graph template. You'll notice the graph's name is graph 0 because it's the only one, it's the first graph, and the Windows graph 0 template. If you would like to change item number 1, which is RPM, all you do is select it in the drop down. We'll change it to battery voltage, and we'll change the maximum to 20. Now if we'd like to change any other things, we can change this to injector pulse width, and we'll change this to 12. You can also change in any colors by clicking on the color box, and you can select any color you would like. You can also change how the background is laid out. The default is a gradient. If you don't like the gradient, you can change it to all white by selecting both to be white and hit apply, and you'll see that it changed the graph to all white. Or you can make it any version of the gradient you would like between any two colors. Now the first thing we need to do is get some data. The graph will display your most recent recorded log, or you can go to logging and load a saved log. The first thing we're going to do is do a quick recording. So what we'll do, we'll go up here, logging is connected, just hit record log, and this will begin recording. And when you hit stop recording, it will automatically populate the graph window, as you see right here. To review the graph, all you need to do is click and drag, and you can see how it will update the data screen on the left. And it also updates the timer up on the right hand corner and also at the bottom. If you'd like to resume real-time logging, all you do is hit the resume logging button right here, and this will resume the real-time logging over on the data screen on the left. So that resumes the real time. If you want to go back in and review again, all you do is click on the graph or hit resume playback, and this will, or review logging, and this will start the logging playback. So if you hit review logging, it will now start playing the graph. You can also pause it by hitting the pause playback button. If you would like to zoom in on any portion of the graph, all you do is shift and click and hold, and you can see the background turning white. Keep holding shift after you unclick and hit shift plus, and the shift plus will zoom in. You'll see zoomed into the section that we had selected. If you would like to zoom out, all you do is hold shift and hit the minus key, and that will zoom back to the original graph. If you would like to save this log, all you do is go to logging, save log. We can save this log as example. Now that will save the log as example. If you would like to load and review a saved log, all you do is go to logging and load log. We will load the example log. This will load the log and all the values into the graphing window and the data screen. And you can see that the logging and all the gauge layouts all work together. The last thing we need to cover with the graphing window is adding and removing the graphs. You can add a graph by right clicking and hit add new graph. It will add the default template to the bottom. You can add as many graphs as you would like. This is up to you and how you would like to lay them out. To remove any particular graph, all you do is right click and hit remove graph, and it will remove the graph that you have selected. And it will automatically rescale and resize to fit the graph to the window, no matter how many graphs you have.